What is up, guys? Sabres Bushcraft here, and we are back in the forest. Now, this is going to be a quick video. Actually, I don't know if it'll be quick. It's more of just like a inspirational, let's get on it. I need to record some shit. Excuse my language. YouTube, I'm sorry. But anyway, Gransfors Bruks, Scandinavian forest axe. Greatest axe, in my opinion, to ever grace this planet. And I was just doing some chopping with it, and previously on my channel I did a review of the Holtzbrook Anaby, which is a smaller version of this. Is 20-inch and is kind of made to compete with the Gransfors Brook small forest axe, the 20-inch size. I believe these are 26. This thing is just amazing, and I was just chopping some firewood, and I could not be having more fun with it, and so I needed to record it because it's amazing. So I made a little spot to prop my phone up at, and let's hope and pray that it's gonna stay and capture what I need to capture. Perhaps I'll move this out of the way, but it's just amazing. I'll move this a little closer, probably. But I was just doing some sectioning on the ground and just feeling this axe, and it just bites so deep, man. Every single swing, it's like moving into butter. It's important to be precise with your swings. My technique might not work for you, and my technique might not be safe in someone else's standards. I've honed my technique on how it works for me, and of course I've had my accidents and my slip-ups here and there, but that's me personally. You got to learn what works for you. So every swing bites deep. It's got a convex. Of course, I did some reprofiling with my file when I got this knife. It's got a beautiful convex grind. It bites so deep, but the edge retention is still great because it's still got plenty of meat on the shoulders here. It's amazing. So I'm just gonna go through this, and then I'll record a separate video going over all the specs on this. I mean, hand forged, high carbon steel. It's got the beautiful cheeks, 26 inches, I believe, long. There's no step wedge or circular wedge in here, just because the fitting is that good that they don't need it. Maker's mark stamped in. Well, here's the Gransfors mark. BK is the maker, actually the dude who actually forged this. Straight grain American hickory. Just could not dream up a better axe. I could not. Let me just give you guys a quick little sneak peek of what's, I don't know if you can see this at all. Every strike buries the axe deep in there. The chips, even my crappy chips, are just massive. It's amazing, beautiful. So when I'm doing stuff like this, I like to come in. I'm always swinging parallel to the ground, because once I go through whatever I'm going through, when I'm right on the outside of a log and I don't really have much risk of, chopping through it, I kind of keep my feet together like this. That's how I like to do it. But once I start feeling like I'm going to go through it, I'll spread my feet wide like this so that I can swing like so, and when I go through I won't hit my feet. But anyway, swinging parallel so that when I do go through, it'll swing up and not stick into the dirt, because anyone who knows anything about axes knows that you probably do not want to stick that in the dirt, because it's just very bad. You'll dull it very fast. And so that's my reasoning for not sticking that in the dirt. So anyway, I get this back up here and see if I'm interested as to what the view is going to be like when I go and watch over this recording, and I suppose it's completely possible. I'll scrap everything in this video, but here's the technique that Wrangler Star taught me, not personally, but through his videos of how to remove axes when, like, this is buried probably 6 inches deep in that wood right now. You don't want to just grab it, you don't want to just rip it out. You'll loosen your axe head. Take your hands like this, the very butt of the axe, or the back of the handle, give it a little pound like that, downwards. It's the safest way to remove your axe. So, if you like this, calculated swings, sticks deep, man. Oh, just amazingly deep. Alternating sides every once in a while. Oh, like just get deep, man. I know I sound like a fangirl. I am a fangirl for this axe company, for this axe. One day I'd love to travel out to Sweden and see their production process. But I'm gonna get a couple swings from this side. Knock some of these off. I can't, oh, like, guys. Wow. Wow. Sometimes you get wood chips flying. Okay, I'm gonna try and move this side out a little bit more. But let me show you guys what I'm looking for in my cut here. So, top down perspective. Kind of looks like a V. I'm a little better on my right-handed swings than I am on my left. I tend to keep those a little more flat just because I'm right-handed and I need a lot more practice on my left hand to get those cuts as smooth. When I get it about that, you got about an inch left. Now I'm gonna switch over to the other side. So I'm gonna start chopping this way. You can do it different ways. You can snap that right now if you wanted to. It's just the way I personally do it. To each his own. Do it your way. It's not a professional opinion, but you're gonna end up hurting yourself one way or the other. Try and minimize your chances of getting hurt. And when you do get hurt, understand it's a part of the learning process. And everybody who's ever gotten proficient with a tool like this has gotten hurt some way, shape, or form. I'm not saying go out there and, you know, do stupid stuff, but, you know, try and use good technique, but understand that's part of the process. So now, since I'm getting super, super thin, and I know it's gonna go through in the next couple swings, especially with how deep this thing bites, I'm gonna stand off to the side of it. So right here, I still can make a nice calculated swing. It kind of looks like I'm golfing. I'm going parallel to the ground, so I'm not going like this. It's not gonna stick in there. Parallel to the ground, calculated swing. I have my path of my axe after it breaks through accounted for to start making swings. Deep, every single swing, deep, buries itself. Whew, it just feels amazing. So now I'm gonna switch over to this side, keep my legs safe, and come from the other side. So I'm sure that you guys are just seeing my butt right now, but it's okay. So, right here, look at that. It's beautiful, it's amazing. And I usually would do this before, but I'm just gonna get some of these clippings off. Easy to do, fun. Anyway, I'm in a hidden forest area. It looks like we got a garbage truck coming through. So you can use this as an opportunity to not be far away from the camera and be up close, get some details. Whoa. Anytime I buy an axe, a lot of them that aren't from, wow. A lot of them that aren't from, you know, prestigious companies like Bruks or Gransfors or Collins or stuff like that. When you buy them, they'll have varnish or lacquer on the handles. Horrible. Strip it off immediately. This one, of course, did not, and I'm sure it was already treated with linseed oil before I bought it. First thing I do, if it has lacquer or varnish on it, is I strip that off immediately. And I apply linseed oil, boiled linseed oil. This, of course, I believe had been treated from the factory, but once I got it, I treated it every day for a week, every week for a month, every month for a year. that just gives it a beautiful, first of all, it makes it look great. Second of all, it's very resistant to any elements that you throw at it. You could spill something on this, whatever, wipe it off, it'll be fine. The more you use it, the sweat and the grease from your hands just soaks into the wood and gives it a beautiful, beautiful finish. And anyway, here's kind of a look at it. Like I said, convex, and I did reprofile a little bit, just make it a little slimmer. That's how I like it, and I'm confident with my tools that way. Been chopping out here for 2 days straight. Still hair shaving sharp. It is unbelievably sharp, and a lot of times, especially for bigger axes, you might not want to put an edge that's quite this sharp on it, just for the strength reason. You're going to be pounding a heavy axe head into solid surfaces like wood. It's kind of prone to chipping. Steel's softer, then it's prone to rolling. This, in my opinion, this steel is the perfect balance between softness and hardness. So when I put a nice, beautiful, strong convex grind on there, there's no chipping, there's no rolling after I'm chopping in the wood. The edge is pristine, pristine. So then, like I said, I go through it with my soft Arkansas stone from both sides after I file it, and get a beautiful finish and just drop it. It's been treated with linseed oil. I keep this logo because it is the most beautiful logo in the world, in my opinion. It's got these wonderful cheeks that just give that much more surface area, holding on to the handle. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you guys want, I'll make another video on this axe, showing some tips and tricks. I got a lot of them. I've been practicing for years with axes, and I love them. And whether or not my technique and my standards fit your standards or your techniques, I learned from different people than you probably did. And I've gone about this my own way, and I've created my own systems for efficiency and for fun with my axes. And I've never been hurt too seriously, although I have, made some mistakes. But my hope is I could teach some of you guys some of my ways of doing things, and in hopes that you guys would enjoy it just as much as I do, and hopefully be able to do things that I do, which is not much. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. This is Sabres Bushcraft, and we're signing out.